Allow me to introduce myself. Patrick Lee, reformed robber, murderer, womanizer, and all-around scoundrel at your service. I'm a semi-willing participant in this bloody endeavor. It's a matter of reckoning for both of us, I suppose. Money for me, blood for Walker. To be clear, if you told me a few weeks ago I'd be working alongside Walker, I would have judged you insane. Life is strange. Manners maketh man. This is a pleasant surprise. Here I was expecting another illiterate beast, and you've gone and impressed me. Walker offered me a choice. Throw in with him for monetary gain, or catch a bullet. I prefer caps over lead poisoning. I'm ashamed to admit that I wasn't always a tax-paying citizen on the straight and narrow. Yes, I succumbed to temptation and vice. It was the folly of youth. Well, ghoul youth. I threw in with Bodeen's pack of miscreants for the hope of short-term gain and worldly delights. Oh, and there were delights. Violent delights with violent ends, and I'm ashamed to admit it. All was well until I announced my intention to retire. The lowly varmints beat me near to death and confiscated my share. So, after some time I set out to find these men and recover my wages. Walker found me first, so here we are, an enduring partnership. Again, youthful follies. I was incarcerated in the Silver Springs jail for a time. Forcefully incarcerated. Very forcefully. Stubborn bastard tracked me all the way to Valley Wells. That's why we came in from the southwest. He's a determined man, I'll give him that.
Yes? He is not my friend. He's a business partner. A very temporary business partner. So you are. To our pit boy, so you can navigate. Have you killed? You'll do. I'm here to hunt down the men who robbed the bank in Silver Springs. I need a guide who knows the area. Pay is 5% of the recovered bank assets. Any other forfeited assets along the way are yours too. I was, not anymore. Yes, and I'm not going to talk about it. Strictly speaking, no. We're not agents of the court or sworn officers. Part of your job is to lure our targets away from watchful eyes. All these men are outlaws. All of them are murderers. If you're going to fret over the legality of this, you should bow out. You and Lee will get a share for labor provided, and I'll take the remainder back to the bank. Then it's over. I'm not talking about this with you. Leave it alone. Silver Springs is just outside NCR. No official bounties with the agencies. Eventually, yes. Ain't gonna wait for competition now. No. First known as Larch, scum came up with the Jackals out here. Talk to Lee for details. I'm behind you.
Hallelujah and Hail Mary. Let the righteous slaughter begin.
Hey there.
I, for one, am excited to be leaving this dusty sphincter. Lead on, Sheriff. I was a family man, believe it or not. Lived a quiet, tranquil life while I studied with the followers. This was prior to my epidermal misfortunes. History was my passion, along with all manner of letters. My wife was a fellow academic, a great intellect. We were utterly devoted to each other. The followers dispatched me to an archaeological dig. I was accidentally exposed to what should have been a lethal dose of radiation. I returned to my loving spouse in this condition, She promptly divorced me and remarried a colleague. Later, I pushed them both down a well. I haven't the need nor the urge to hide it. She was a rancid, shallow cow, and it warmed my soul to see her thrash like a goldfish. I do regret killing Bill, though. Amazing linguist. Loved his work on language isolates. I think he screeched in Basque and Ainu while drowning. I won't pontificate about some grand internal transformation. It was just an epiphany, nothing more. I live freely now, and I don't look back. Ah, Larch. Lord of the trash cans and rats, that one. Smelly beast who came up with that illustrious band of outlaws, the Jackals. He refused to conduct even the most basic hygiene. Utterly intolerable, even in the bush, where we all stunk. His stench shone through. You get me near some jackals, and I reckon I can track his smell. Yes, I'm sure of it. Lead on, brave hero. We follow in your wake. I got something. Terminal swamp ass and shit-covered leather. Yeah, that's him. The hint of halitosis mingle. Oh, well, I'll just go fuck my...
Hey! Damn!
Seems a little harsh. Could have just made him take a bath.
Clinton, the smuggler. Lee can fill you in.
The world over. Well, the world west of the Rio Grande. I'd love nothing more than to see the plains. Legion is a stickler for rules, though. Most of my travels and travails have been confined to the Great Basin. It's a wild place, littered with strange towns and petty kingdoms. Much is made of the 80s. They're certainly dangerous to hapless damsels and witless caravaneers. I am neither. This is also why I stayed in gangs. Yes, they're often uneducated brutes, but there was mutual respect in the most Neolithic sense. I'm afraid things took a treacherous turn for the Bodeen gang, hence my pursuit. Yes, there will be a reckoning. Very well, no point in prevaricating. I may have pilfered a tiny sum from Bodeen. He overreacted, beast that he is. No dialogue, no discourse, just a primitive beating. Forfeiture of shares and banishment would have sufficed. Wouldn't have been my first time. No, he made a point to humiliate and degrade me, like my wife did. You remember how that turned out for her, right? Terry Clinton, the gun nut, an arms dealer and smuggler, supposedly even armed some of the 80s up north, had a keen mind for business. He also had a keen nose for chems. A shame, really. Could have done something productive in the private sector. Well, so could I, but that's boring. Clinton had a deviant brother in the prison out here. Talked about meeting up with him, ripping off caravans once we finished the bank job. I imagine if we traced the caravan routes, we could get a lead on them. Or they could be waiting to ambush us. The fates can be cruel. Call no man happy till he is dead. That's what the Greeks said. Well, this guy is positively jubilant.
The prevailing rumor is that Bodeen came from the east, ran with some real bad hombres in the Great Basin. You want details, talk to Lee. He ran with him for a little while. Could be them. Seems like the convicts have a monopoly on bushwhacking here, so good chance. I say we set up and cover a ways back, see if we can't wake them out. These groups tend to hit the same spots as long as they can get away with it. If we wait patiently, we should get the drop on them. Better than the alternative.
This is going to be tedious. Waiting around so we can ambush the ambushers. Wish I'd brought a book. Can I call you my little rabbit?
You call me that and I'll shoot your kneecaps off. Now we hurry up and wait. Here they come. Wait until they're all in our line of sight, then open up with whatever will cause the most casualties.
We're just gonna bushwhack him? Not gonna tell him something cold-blooded first? That's what revenge is all about.
I'll say it to him in hell. Now shut up.
Interesting as in homicidal? If so, then yes in the utmost. Conversation with killers is always more engaging, I've found. Mutual respect, colorful anecdotes, the underlying threat of violence. Oh, it's titillating. There was El Relo. Smooth, cold, like a reptile, but clearly haunted by something. Commanded great respect. Excellent Spanish, rare up there. Oh, I did meet the Mutineries while I journeyed in old Mexico. Utterly charismatic. Good command of mythology, obviously. It's not always pleasant. Take Rakin. Saw him cut out a living captive's heart and eat it in front of his men. Laughed the whole time. A demon. Oh, there were others. Many others. There was one, though. Well, a subject for another day, perhaps. Very well. In Utah, I spoke with that infamous Booth fellow for a brief moment. Imposing, dangerous, and utterly obnoxious. I recall Euripides. He was a god of words, and words are not enough. I preferred his brother. The sharpshooter extraordinaire, a veritable Mozart with the rifle, minus the scatological fixation. Oh, that's relevant for you, Walker. Lick me in the ass. Relax. I was just quoting Mozart. I digress. Oh, Phillips. Yeah, he's got a singular obsession that exceeds all others. Death claws. Hunting them and collecting trophies. Man lives for it year-round. So, know any places teeming with the beasts? Hey, at least he doesn't like collecting Cazador venom. That's the secret of my optimism. Remember, it can always be so much worse.
Grew up in Truckee, way up in the mountains west of Reno. Cold. Lots of snow. Beautiful, but unforgiving. Joined up young to get away. Did a few years as a grunt, a few more with the Rangers. Met a girl in Silver Springs and decided to settle down. Worked up there for a while. Pretty good life in hindsight, but oh, that's gone now. No point dwelling on it.
Hey! Whoa, he went down hard. Mole rat me and Macomber call again every time. Woo! Y'all just wandered right up to the bait. Almost became bait yourselves. You taking the scenic route or something? Wait, hold on. Patrick? Sheriff Walker? What in blue blazes are you doing here?
I'm here to settle with you, Jed. For Jessica.
Whoa, I did it? I do. You see, I'm with my wife, right? We got married a few weeks back. She's a civilian through and through. We have a boy, you know? Was shacked up off and on for years. He's damn near 4, up at Hermona's now. I did it to support them. I know I don't deserve it, but I'm asking you, let me walk out of here so I can support my family. You'll never see me again. Only thing I'm pulling the trigger on is death claws so I could put food on the table. Never liked to work with Bodeen. Not going back to it.
No. You don't get to hide behind your family. Their suffering is on your head. You made your choices, took the easy way with Bodeen. Wasn't just me you hurt. I know all about those caravans, the robbing, the raping, the murder. I know what you are, what you'll always be. Your wife can walk out of here, which is more than you or Bodeen would have offered. Ma'am, you'd best be on your way home.
Mister, you don't get to tell me what to do. You ain't no law. You don't get to threaten us here. We have laws, judges, and courts. Jed, I'm staying here with you. You hear that, bushwhackers? I'm not going anywhere.
Words, words, words. Kill them both and let's go.
He doesn't get to walk, live a normal, happy life. No, I won't stand for it. This doesn't sit well with me. But yeah, you're right. That woman is innocent. Jessica wouldn't want her harmed.
Ah, yes. Bodeen the brute. Bodeen the snake. A cold-blooded, fork-tongued beast if there ever was one. No higher intellect, just low cunning. Adept with the gun, make no mistake. A pistolero on par with Walker and the other storied trigger pullers of the wastes. But in the end, just a thug. A backward step in evolution made flesh. Homo retro, if you will. Oh, and he's good with knives, blunt items, all the implements of the cave dweller. He beat animals. He beat people. He even beat rocks. He was married to some tribal for a bit. Savage gunny, no doubt. Got a few kids out of her before she went up to the Great Sweat Lodge in the sky. More? Certainly. He's a hideous specimen. Sports a mammal on his face that doubles as a mustache. It's utterly repulsive. Always wears a unique duster. Supposedly collected it from a desert ranger sometime in the past. Many rumors about how that transpired. Story goes that prior to the Unification Treaty, one of the oldest hands in the Rangers went after Bodeen. Name of McCall, that's it. McCall tracked him deep into 80s territory. Too deep. Got bushwhacked by Bodeen and a band of 80s. Put up a hell of a fight, though. Bodeen has a funny gait when he shambles around, caveman that he is. Rumors that he's carrying one of McCall's slugs in his thigh. A trifling pittance. No, that won't do. Rest assured, I'm not going through all this for 5%. For that matter, neither should you. The three of us should be able to handle Bodeen. After, well, Walker's just a bit too much for me alone. However, the two of us could manage. We'll square up with him once Bodeen is dead. No guarantees, but it's worth the risk. We'll split the entire haul, 50-50. How about it? I knew you still had some brains knocking around up there. This is a good deal for all of us, including Walker. Man needs to be put to rest. You'll know when the time comes. Of course, Bodeen could kill us all, so what the hell? At least we have a plan, though. Yeah? Ah, yes. The great hero of the NCR military. The undisputed master of stolen valor. He's Alexander Reborn. Well, according to him. Mason's purported exploits include single-handedly disemboweling an entire force of Legion scouts with a spear in his thigh. As it happens, I managed to dig into his actual records, thanks to a liaison with an admin clerk in Reno. His service record is undistinguished. He received an administrative discharge shortly after arriving at his unit. Multiple instances of non-judicial punishment for malingering. According to one statement, he ate cigarettes and gargled his own urine to fake illness. He also developed an appetite for Psycho. He often moonlights as a guard for Crimson Caravan. All we need to do is draw him out of the compound. I'm sure he'll think of something.
We'll be outside the compound. Try not to cause a scene in there, unless he starts it.
Yeah? Goddamn right I served. I was a combat culinary specialist. Basically infantry. I fought the Legion at Parker Dam. Killed a Centurion in single combat. Would've gotten a battlefield commission, but I fucked over it. Just be aware, if we work together, sometimes I get flashbacks. And snap, I'm back there fighting. Better I fucking do it, man. I just see fucking red and I go. Raiders won't fuck with us. Legion? Fuck no. They see me and they run. Quo, say what? Who you been talking to? What did they say? Huh. Who the fuck told you that? I know he will, god damn it. He will. I'm not gonna take this shit.
Well, that's the end of that.
I failed. That's what happened. I suspect it ain't your first time killing men for cops. Didn't figure you'd be so curious. It is worth killing over, though. Worth dying, for me. You might have heard Lee call me Sheriff. It's true. I wore a star for years up in Silver Springs. Was respected, known for being fair, and tough. Behind that reputation for toughness was, well, a lot of anger. I wanted all the raiders and scum in the basin to know my town was off limits. It worked well for a time, but anger is, well, it's a drug. A blinding, intoxicating drug. It was a high for me, tuning up raiders or riffraff. Got to where my own people got to be scared of me. They wanted someone more amicable, friendly. Voted my ass out. Town put a politician in charge, real friendly, people person. I could have stayed on as a deputy, but couldn't do it. Because I was stubborn, refused to work as a deputy, my wife took up a position as a clerk at the bank, just to keep us afloat. Bodeen and his boys hit the bank. Jessica was the only one that stood up to them. She was stubborn, strong, so they killed her. Bodeen executed her. That's why I'm saving him for last. Might be another grave after his. That's what I deserve anyway. It was the best part of the job when I had the chance to do it, which was rare. More often than not, I was corralling drunks. Hard to think about right now. I've been so focused on this. Sad part is that it's given me real purpose for the first time in years. Hell of a thing to admit. I've been a better husband to Jessica since she's been dead than I ever was while she was alive. Maybe I will start over. Figure some of these frontier towns can use a lawman. No point dreaming right now, though. I figured as much. Little shit-starring snake. That's what he is. I wish he would try it. Wipe that smarmy grin right off his rotten face. Keep up the act with him. Hell, boost his confidence. When he throws down, the two of us will make short work of him. Fowler, slimiest of the bunch by far. Looking forward to this one.
Oh, this'll be good. King of the perverts. Easy to find. Anywhere there's a great mass of diddlers, fiddlers, and other deviants, he'll be there. Or more accurately, we should look for his minion, Marvin. That really rolls off the tongue. Minion Marvin. Anyway, he's the key. Well, I'm not suggesting you indulge in such indiscretions. I'm sure you know where such vermin congregate. Lead on.
What you kid, baby? Threesomes? Butt stuff? You like a ton in your ass? I'm down for anything if you got the caps, sugar. Marvin? Don't know him. I can be your Marvin if you need. Got a homemade strap-on that I can lube up for you. 50 caps and I'm yours, sugar. Yeah, it's some Da Vinci shit. Rebar core with a rubber exterior. Firm and girthy. That's how you like it, don't ya? How about it, honey? You need Mama to take care of you and your friends? They can play too, even the ghoul. I won't discriminate. Don't be a stranger.
They sent you, didn't they? Came swooping in from the skies, stealing Brahmin. I've seen them. Sweet Jesus on a unicorn, I've seen them. Silver wagons in the stars. Bright, warm light. Then I was up there. They poked me, put things in me. Nobody believes me. Do you believe me? Then you get it. Maybe you've seen them. They're everywhere, you know. Gotta have special glasses to see them. Magical glasses. I had them, but an invisible man stole them from me. Asked him his name. Nobody, he said. Look out for an invisible man with sunglasses. He knows too much. Seen even more than me. He stays hidden so they can't catch him, probe him again. Wish I had those glasses. I knew a Marvin. We served together in Baja. Machine gunner. Funny guy, liked to tell jokes. They blew his brains out all over the Pacific. Don't know any Marvins in Freeside. I know an Al. Is that you, Al? It's been a long time, but I remember everything. I was there. I remember how you shot those kids and laughed, how you sang those songs. I'll never forget that laugh. I still hear it at night. I can't sleep. You thought I was gone, didn't you? I never left, Al. Just went away for a while. I'm just getting warmed up. Could be Al in disguise. He has many names, you know. Fancied himself a doctor at one point. Killed all his patients. Stay away from Al. If it ain't Al, the boy might know. Stays by the big gate with the robots. He's a survivor. Escaped a madman's dungeon. That's what I heard. I'm a survivor too. Survived 2 enlistments. Why did I re-enlist? Because of brain damage, that's why. Used explosives. Broke my brain. My pleasure. Have you ever seen what a shape charge does to a child's skull? Perfect circle. That's what it does. It's a work of art. Saw Al do it, back when he had the full team. Amazing chemistry. Killed a lot of bad men. Women and children, too. Those were the days. I lost my way, Al. I wandered far and wide. Saw things you can't imagine. I found myself out there. Something snapped in me. I had to come back. Back to Vegas. I'll never leave. Not until I'm dead or the Skywagons snatch me. Or I get recalled to active duty. Because it's time. They thought we were finished. Nothing is finished. Find them. Bring them back. You'll need them all. I had a vision up in that Skywagon. I saw the future. There's gonna be enough blood for 10 lifetimes, Al. You'll need everyone. They told me to leave this town. Called me crazy. Said I was old, done, washed up. I won't do it, Al. By God, I'm gonna light this town on fire. That's my help. Know why? It's water. Pure, high-quality H2O. I gave up drinking, Al. It's a miracle. I'm renewed. Effervescent. They thought I was crazy before. I was just drunk. You're gonna see both barrels filled with batshit crazy soon. Mark my words, Al.
Damn hobos and sob stories. Whole yarn was a farce, most likely. Skywagons, a mass murderer named Al. Wasteland myth.
The fuck do you want? Oh, you're one of those cats. Listen up, perverts. Any of you try to catch me, and I'll stab you right in the feminine artery. You might get me in a rush, but one of you is gonna bleed out here. You wanna fucking try me? Come on, let's go. Wait, you to kill people? Shit, why didn't you say so? 100 caps or 3 cartons of smokes. That's the going rate. Nice doing business with you. Marvin likes to camp out by the old watchtower. Paid off some of the kings and guards, slips in and out at night. Obvious scam offering food and candy. Just hurt him for me, okay?
Remember, kids, I'll have more food for you tomorrow. I might even have some chocolate. So bring your friends.
Hey.
Hey there, friends. You here to help with the food handouts? Some of these little tykes are real hungry, just desperate to get a single morsel. Hey, that's a serious accusation. You are way off base. I'm a resident of New Vegas. I'm taking time out of my day to help these kids. This is paranoid delusion. Go play vigilante with someone else. I wouldn't hurt anyone. Then you understand. We're just meeting the desires of our clients, nothing more. Who's to say that one desire is worse than the others? Fowler runs a hidden pleasure down to the north, the junction. We keep the property there before shipping most of them up north. You'll have to have me escort you if you want to get in. Otherwise, you'd have to bring captives to sell. Only children. Extra for redheads.
Whatever I am, whatever I've done, I don't hurt kids.
A surefire took it through the gate is dead now. Gonna need a kid to convince him to play the captive. Maldivius. Wait a minute. I bet that Ronaldo kid could do it. He'll probably charge us some arm out leg, but he's got moxie. Worth a shot.
Wait, you want me to play some raggedy-ass victim? Mister, I'm so hungry. Of course I'll follow you into the dark alley. Like that? Look, I support what you're doing. Shall give you a discount. 200 caps. I'm a professional, and you get what you pay for. I'm a fucking bargain. You'll see. Mister, I'm so lonely. Please take me back to your dark dungeon. Then we'll butcher those perverts. Get ready
Not
to
a redhead,
bleed,
so
perverts.
it's standard.
one daughter who hates my guts, Hannah. I got Jessica pregnant when we were kids. That was all she wrote. Spent the next few years deployed. I was a shit father from the start. Mr. Childhood in the service, then mostly worked nights once I was sworn in as sheriff. Hannah was a strong-willed girl. Definitely didn't mince words in our many arguments. She ran off with a dumb farm boy when they were 16. Jessica kept in touch with her. Last I heard, she had one boy and another on the way. They live near Goliad, doing real well. Yeah, I try to imagine how they'll look, who they'll take after. Picture me with a grandson on my knee, telling stories on the front porch. Oh, and if you ever call me Grandpa, I'll kill you. She doesn't want anything to do with me, especially after what happened to Jessica. Reckon I'll stay away if that's what she wants. There's more to it. She saw the anger. Just before she ran off, she saw something that, well, something I regret every day. Jessica was threatening to leave me a few years back. The hours, my inability to turn off the anger after work. We were trying to make it work. Thought we'd turned a corner. I found out Jessica had gotten pregnant and got an abortion without me knowing. I confronted her, and she threw it right in my face. Said she did it to spite me. Said she didn't want to raise a boy around me. So I hit her. Just one time, but there's no excusing it. Makes me sick to think about it. Sicker still that Hannah saw it. Now you know why she hates me. It wasn't good, to be honest. Not long after, I was kicked out of office and turned into a loafer. Don't know why she put up with me. I like to think she saw a better version of me than what was in front of her. Maybe hoping I'd shed that skin and turn out good. That's what burns me out. That I didn't do that for her before she was killed. Best I can do is get justice for her. Let's get moving.
Born here, fucker. Mom left me with the followers and they did the best. I'm just too much of a badass for those nerds. Got enslaved for a bit, but eventually escaped. Seen a lot of my friends get snatched up over the years. Could just disappear. Yeah, more or less. Weren't no collars or chains, but that's what it was. Called it indented certitude or something. But it's slavery. Head honcho guy was easily distracted, so I slipped away first chance I got. Some others might got now too. Heard shot time blasts as I ran. Funny, the thing I remember is the singing. Whenever I stab a hobo, I imagine it's him. It makes the voices quiet for a little while. Whatever.
Lee, is that you? What are you doing here?
And I just didn't expect to run into you. I'm helping a friend.
Really? Well, that's good to hear. As for me, I got clock tried to bust these kids up. Thanks for freeing them. And me. Couldn't get the Kings or anyone from NCR to lift a vendor, so you know me. Had to do something. Not as sneaky as I used to be. Kids have been going missing for months. It's tough. We could sure use your help back in Freeside. You were always a good teacher, Patrick.
There's no chance, Anne. Not after all I've done. You don't even know the half of it. Can't go back to it.
I know you're not an angel, Patrick. Most of that was so long ago that the smoothest wouldn't remember. I know you aren't all bad inside. Whatever you've done, I'd certainly be willing to forgive you if you started clean. You ain't Edward Satlow, honey. Help others, and you'll heal.
I wasn't ready for this. To see you. To hear this. Truth is, hard to forgive myself. Not sure if I could do it. Even if I got pressing business with these folks, probably won't see you again, Ann. Please stay safe. Don't do this again.
Forgive as the Lord forgave you, Patrick. Don't forget. I still think of you. Stay safe.
Goodbye, Ann. I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention that conversation to anyone, especially Walker. No, you don't come back from this, from what I've done. I made my choices. I own it, but maybe. Can't afford to think about it. We got no time for this navel-gazing nonsense. There's a job to do, and only 2 of us are walking away from it.
Don't mention it. Be counting rats and stabbing bums. Guess it's back to the old routine in Freeside. This little outing got me thinking. Well, it'd be fun to see some other places. What do you think? Why in the sweet cinnamon fuck would I do that? I'd be bored out of my mind sitting around in that crappy old fort. Well, okay, I'll give them another shot. I'll try to be less bad. I won't stab anyone, but no promises on fistfights. Stay hard and keep killing perverts for me.
Guy, in the loosest sense of the word, a mutant. Not just any mutant, but a Nightkin. So the most extra sort of mutant. A little conflicted about this one. We had something of a friendship, being the only freaks in the bunch. Not to mention he's surprisingly well read on art history. Utterly obsessed with Rubens. Must like him thick. No judgment here. He's only mildly paranoid, which makes him a social butterfly by Nightkin standards. I'd wager he's up in that mountain town. The trick will be enticing him outside. My suggestion, pose as an art dealer. Convince him that you have a Rubens. Say, 2 satyrs.
Thick, powerful strokes, full bodies in motion, quivering sinews, violence, beauty, God. It's all there. Are you a thief or an assassin? You are as much an art dealer as I'm president. God, I needed that. Thank you. So you're here to kill me, I presume? Let me guess. The brothers? No. El Relo? Too far. Dickman? Possible, but not her style. The others are dead or gone east. No. This is personal. That narrows it down. Walker. An avenging angel in the flesh. He must be impressive now. Reborn in pure rage. I'd have to see it. Take me to him. Come, Peter. Battle awaits. I find that forgiving yourself for your own mistakes is the hardest act in life. A short film, so I hear. A simple delivery job. Good to see you, Walker. I'm sorry. Lee? Why? You fool. I'll have to kill you now. I rather liked you. What are you doing with Walker?
Some insults have to be repaid with interest. As for being with Walker, that was not the plan. Not at all. Couldn't exactly refuse his offer. Fuck it. All is for the best, in the best of all possible worlds, right?
Indeed it is. What about you, Walker? Any grim words to offer before we begin our pas de deux? Or more accurately, pas de quatre?
You talk too much.
Hey!
Yeah, Gonna have to work for it, though. Long trip. Probably a real fight at the end. Lee can fill you in on the details.
Yeah. Yeah. About him. Some distance from here. Won't be alone. Has a passel of gunmen, raiders, and other refuse at his shantytown. These rural inbred types always seem to congregate in the worst mountain hovels. I suspect his clan is no different. Arrow Canyon, that's the place. He intends to set himself up as another petty warlord between here and Coyote Springs. Means to raid the 93, I wager. I know, the general area. I reckon we can find it without a hitch. Meet us up at the Northern Passage and we'll begin our grand expedition.
A little walking never hurt anyone. Let's get moving.
Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-ay. I'm gonna be rich tomorrow, eh?
That what you think? Decent chance we'll both be dead. Even if we do take out Bodeen. You're getting a slice. Nothing more.
You're really gonna pack up those caps and haul them all the way back to Silver Springs? That's a fool's errand and you know it. I mean, holy shit. You may as well saddle up Rocinante and call me Sancho. It's madness, Walker. Pure farce. You can dress it up all you want. There's no romance or righteous justice here. We're killing a lot of people for some greasy caps. That's it.
You know damn well I'm not doing this for the money. You might be, well, I suppose it's also your fragile ego.
You're a lot like him. Both walking grenades with no fuse, no safety. One spark and you destroy everything around you. At least Bodeen wore a charming mask. You? You're covered in death. It's all you have now, isn't it? I almost pity you.
That might hurt if it came from a real criminal. You're a fraud, Lee. Bodeen saw right through you. So do I.
We'll find out tomorrow, won't we? Only one thing standing between me and that money walker. You. I'm drinking in the wild air, friend. I'm intoxicated by nature, truly. So long as it's not devilishly hot, I enjoy my time outdoors. It's a lot of caps. Could live the quiet life for a few decades. Been stuck in this loop of chems, debt, and outlaw shit for a long time. What do you think? Any chance that an old crook like me could get a clean slate? Jesus, I wish that conversation with Ann never happened. Dredged up old feelings, old memories I'd buried. Even if I did, it would be a slap in the face to all the truly good people like Ann. No, I can't. I can see myself retiring or starting over. But going back to the followers, never gonna happen. I won't live a lie. I need a real option. Educate the mind and the heart, huh? Kids, don't be a murdering shitbag. Something like that might prevent another Edward Sallow. Maybe. I need to sleep on this. You need to sleep too. All this speculation will be for naught if we die. Good night.
We move at dawn. Reminds me of an operation I pulled outside Topaz Lake. We pushed out those raider scum with extreme prejudice. I'm not sure how much action you've seen, but it should be a serious fight. Bodeen's probably managed to build up a small army by this point. We'll move in quickly, clear the buildings one by one. He'll make his presence known soon enough. I reckon he'll have family with him. Yeah, cousins and such. Scumbag family is spread all over creation. I know one will be here. Mean as a deathclaw, that one. Ramon will be the one to watch for. A demon with the rifle by all accounts. If he's here, well, it'll be interesting. As for the rest, no idea. Those are the only two who are known to run with him on the regular. They're free to die with him, I suppose. Alone, it would be catch and go. Been in enough fights to know that luck is a factor. It's an uncomfortable truth that that's the way it is. With you and Lee backing you up, yes, anything can happen, but I take those odds. Gonna be bloody no matter what. Yeah, I kind of sensed that about you. Some folks just got it, you know? Glad it was you that came through that door at the outpost. Pretty much. Even if we could talk, I wouldn't. I want to make sure this place stays dead when we're done with Bodeen. Let the buzzards have it. It's a moot point in the end. This isn't a town. It's an armed camp full of predators. Reckon they're keeping slaves, so no mercy. With that said, use judgment. There are liable to be a few non-combatants running around. Don't be a maniac. I know that, but you better learn. You start gunning down slaves and such, you'll be squaring up with me long before we meet Bodeen. I'm not sure yet. I'll be returning the bulk of the money to Silver Springs, obviously. After that, haven't made up my mind. We've been working together for a while, so I wouldn't mind your input. Any thoughts? Even if I swallow my pride and make the attempt, who's to say she'd want anything to do with me? Stubborn, just like her mother. Well, when you put it like that, sound like my old grandpappy. Might not have been a walking thesaurus like Lee, but he had a way with words. I'll do it. No more whining or excuses. I'll look her right in the eyes and tell her I'm wrong. Then I'll know.
Just another lying old dirt.
Well, Walker, you got me. See why you didn't start shooting off the bat. Wanted your gun hand to back you up. Well played. Was it really worth it? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm impressed. But all that killing just to get me?
To look you in the eyes, to tell you I'm gonna kill you, goddamn right it was worth it. I'd kill every man in this valley twice for that chance.
Bodeen, you and Walker should take a trip together. You both love misery and killing everything around you.
Lee, whatever happens here, you're getting the first bullet, you rat fuck. And you, what's your part in us? One that in the fiddler's fuck would you help Walker with this suicide mission? I earned it. Took a slug from Ranger McCall before I ripped it off his corpse. Toughest bastard I ever fought. Tougher than any of you, anyway. Much as I appreciate the compliment, I'd like to stick to the point. What the hell are you doing here? Yeah, I'm a little fucking dyspeptic after you destroyed everything I worked so hard to build. You could say I'm in a mood. You know how hard it was to get this place up and running? My mentor, Roy, the sacrifices he made, you got no idea. Think we're bad? Should have seen the crew that was here before us. Roy buried them. Then came the goddamn dog pecker flies. A swarm straight from the pits of hell. And Roy beat them. We were on the verge of greatness. And you just shit on our world. Upset? Yeah. You're gonna have to earn it, boy.
Done. Grab the key and get the cash from the safe. I'll be out here. Something I have to do. It's over. Not sure how I feel about all this. Been a while since I had a surge of adrenaline like that. Not since I was serving. Maybe Jessica will rest a little easier. If her spirit is around, I suspect she's still gussing Bodeen's corpse. What a woman. I know he had it coming, but now that it's done, was it right? Was it worth it? Yep. Make a decision and stick with it. See it through to the brutal finish. We settled the score. Now we just gotta live with it. It's done, Lee. Take your share and go home.
They say revenge is the sweetest morsel cooked in hell. A bag of stolen money is a close second in my book.
Lee, you did your part. Take your share and walk while you can. I'm losing my patience.
That's why I won't go. Losing my patience like you're the noble father figure of the wastes. You're a bully, Walker, same as Bodeen.
Don't you say that again. This is your last warning, Liddy.
You're alone for a reason. You'll always be alone. I'm ready when you are, Sheriff.
Hey!
God damn it, Lee. Didn't leave us with any choice. Even with everything that happened, I didn't wish him dead. Damn shame. Thank you for backing me up. You could have gone with Lee just as easily. He was never big on sharing, though. Wise choice on your part. Couldn't have done this without you. Wasn't sure what to think of you back at the outpost, but she sure as hell came through for me. Ain't one for speeches. So I'll end with thank you. Time to get those caps back to Silver Springs. Minus your share, of course. That's the gun that killed my wife. No, I never want to touch it. I'd like to think it will be a force for good in your hands. I have a strong feeling that you're going to be putting it to a lot of use soon. Just be faster than Bodeen, and you'll be all right. Hope to see you again in the time and place where we don't have to pack pistols. Goodbye.
Thanks to the courier's involvement, the journey to avenge Walker's wife and recover the stolen caps was concluded. Before leaving Arrow Canyon, the courier paused to reflect on the events that had unfolded and pondered the consequences of his actions.
Jimmy continued raving at anyone within earshot until the Kings finally ejected him from Freeside. He then argued with himself outside the gate. Soon thereafter, Jimmy vanished. His disappearance coincided with sightings of strange lights north of town. His exact fate remains unknown.
Ronaldo reluctantly joined the followers of the Apocalypse. While initially a lackluster pupil, he hit his stride when he discovered medicine. With an unquenchable thirst for knowledge about anatomy and a zeal for dissection, Ronaldo would eventually find his place as a surgeon. Short on empathy and long on expertise, he would go on to distinguish himself as the premier trauma surgeon in the followers.
Grateful for Walker's mercy, Jed and Bethany Phillips would leave the Mojave Wasteland and establish a small farm outside Prescott, Arizona. While their homestead initially thrived due to the peace and security provided by the Legion, Jed's good fortune soon ended. When the local centurion demanded a number of their herd, Jed loudly scoffed at what he considered to be an unfair offer by the official. Jed was summarily crucified and his entire family enslaved.
Depopulated and dilapidated, Arrow Canyon was soon visited by another predatory swarm of dog pecker flies. Without the strong leadership of Bodeen or Roy B. to oppose them, the rapacious insects set about infesting every corner of the canyon at will. The flies would flourish in the canyon, and periodically great swarms would spring forth and terrorize neighboring towns and highways. In time, travelers would refer to the site as Dog Pecker Canyon, out of recognition for the insect's mastery of the location.
Though Sam's time at Jacobstown had been brief, he had already developed strong bonds of friendship with his fellow supermutants. After burying his remains, they would mourn his passing with a small service, with the eulogy delivered in French. Several observers wept.
Lee would die forgotten, outside a handful of followers who remembered him in his former life. In time, his bloated corpse would serve as fodder for the burgeoning swarm of insects inside Arrow Canyon.
Walker would make the long trek back to Silver Springs, carefully safeguarding the bank hall every step of the way. Many of the townspeople were stunned at his appearance. They were positively shocked at the return of most of the stolen caps. Several of the town leaders extended an opportunity for Walker to return as acting sheriff, but he politely refused. Instead, Walker sought out his estranged daughter. When he knocked, his grandson would answer the door, prompting Walker to break down in tears. He would soon reconcile with his daughter and live out his days as a bailiff, content to mentor his grandson and keep his family safe.
During the walk back to the Mojave, the courier took satisfaction in his accomplishments, but also believed that his greatest struggles lay ahead.